we got ourselves Alarak, recommended for experienced players. Control Alarak on the battlefield and lead a deadly army of Tal'darim units. Alright, so I normally play with the grid hotkey setup. That was set up properly yesterday when I first started practicing some Alarak. Turns out apparently today the settings on this computer have changed up. So all of the hotkeys I have spent the last 6 years ingraining into my muscle memory, I guess, are now gone. And I will need to learn the hotkeys from scratch. No biggie, but this may be a little bit more clumsy than I'm used to. Anyway, so we're playing a little bit of Alarak. He's going to be the new commander apparently, who is currently available only in this test build, which I'm playing right here at Gamescom. And he's actually really fun. So he's like the first Protoss commander that actually shows up on the battlefield. Most of the other ones, or all of the other ones, don't show up on the battlefield, and I got like the Spear of Adun. But obviously Alarak is going to be the hero that focuses a lot more on the Tal'darim, as he's obviously the Highlord of the Tal'darim. And what that means is that he, generally speaking, is going to be, like, he's generally speaking seeming to be a glass cannon. It's a really cool way of playing, as he has a cool, like, he has a whole bunch of awesome abilities that make him a little more unique. At the very least, I've been having a blast playing him so far. So one of the things I can build, for example, and actually, I'm gonna cancel that, is going to be this new unit called the Supplicant. It's the same hotkey as the Zealot, but it replaces the Zealot as well, so it's, you know, it's a completely different unit in the end. But basically, they come out in twos. They're like a mix between a Zealot and a Adept. And while it does do a little bit of range damage, and it will be able to do some hurt as well to enemies, generally speaking, you're going to be building it just to support, there we go by the way, just to support Alarak himself. So notice these little dudes right here. They already say it, right? I live for the Highlord. And basically what that means is that once, you know, Alarak comes out and he starts taking damage and he's about to fall, you gotta keep in mind he's a glass cannon, so he very quickly falls. Generally speaking, these Supplicants, as long as they are nearby, are going to sacrifice themselves for their Highlord. So he gets health back and he sacrifices one of the lives of one of those minions, I suppose. And it's a kind of a cool concept, as, you know, you're gonna obviously need a lot of these guys, and you can sacrifice them in order to, make your commander a little more powerful. Now the difficulty we're playing on, since I'm grouping up with someone from the show floor here, is not going to be particularly high. Oh man, even attack moving is different obviously. All my hotkeys are completely off, guys. It's so strange to play. Anyhow, I'll just keep on making a bunch more Supplicants, and Alarak should be spawning very soon. I need more pylons, really? Man. Oh, come on. Hotkeys. Different. Anyway, as you can see, like, their damage output is terrible. They do barely any damage whatsoever. So once Alarak comes out himself, we should be good to go. I think we're gonna F1 hotkey across the map, or F2 hotkey across the map instead. Just use the all army. So here is Alarak, right? So since this is only going to be level 11 right now for the moment, or level 12 rather, I don't have all of the abilities on him unlocked yet. I know he gets a bunch more upgrades at level 14 apparently. But he's got a couple of cool abilities too. So first and foremost, he always charges at all targets. Then you can like use it to jump at stuff. You have a destruction wave that pushes enemies away on a very short cooldown, and then you have like the ultimate on a very long cooldown called Empower Me. And Empower Me just, you know, means that they're going to be, you know, depending on the amount of minions that are around him, the more powerful he's going to be. So it feels a lot like Rakshir from the campaign.
That's our cue. We need to bring that thing down quick.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take my natural here as soon as possible. I obviously have no idea how good my ally is. I mean, I don't want to bash on him obviously, but we'll have to try our very best to see how things are gonna turn out. I got my warp gate done, right? Yeah, I do, I think. Hold on, I should probably just cancel those. Oh man, my hotkeys. I already moved them into warp gates. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be focusing on as well. Now, the other thing that I also want to go ahead and build is going to be Templar. I haven't really played those yet. And by the way, warping in is really funny. Let me go ahead and build a Nexus, as well as a Pylon. But warping in Supplicants is kind of funny, as... Here, I can show you, I guess. What's the hotkey for that? W? Okay. You warp them in twos, which just looks really funny. It just looks really weird to me. Anyway, so I can go ahead and use my ultimate here. And what you can see is that, like, Alarak becomes more powerful. I can use all of his abilities here to, you know, charge at enemies, to do damage to enemies, and just sort of murder trains.
Was the enemy expecting mercy?
Oh man, the hotkeys are really messing me over. Anyway, so there's also a whole bunch of upgrades here that are good for the Supplicant. Primarily, we got the blood shields here that allows them to do more damage, and I'm just simply gonna get all of those as soon as we possibly can. As you can see, I'm not, by the way, commenting here too much gas. I don't think I really need to. And for the moment, I'll just keep on making more workers here too. Now, other than that, all of the units that Alarak is using is going to be focused around the same unit as you see in the campaign of Legacy of the Void, as far as I'm aware at the very least. Like, he uses all the Tal'darim kind of mutations. And all in all, it makes for a pretty interesting setup. So right now, instead of like a sentry, we got a Havoc, and a Havoc targets this, like, he targets one unit down, and I believe that unit takes increased damage. And you know, in the same way, we also don't have a Stalker, but we got a thing called a Slayer. It has a couple of different abilities, and it works out kind of differently. But I'm really liking the way this looks. You know, I don't know. I really still want skins in StarCraft 2. I think it would be great, and it seems to already be in the game, right? So.
Heads up. Another train's in transit.
Alrighty. So next train is going to be moving here. We'll keep on warping in, if I can. I have to make sure to start chrono boosting this as well. Chrono boost apparently also has a different hotkey. That's fine. And I'm also going to go ahead and grab my other assimilator here. Oh, there we go. I need some more pylons, as well as another gateway. There we go. Alright. So getting back to my army here, we'll have to make sure that we deal with all of the trains that are going to be leaving. Now, there's probably going to be a little bit of a push here that we'll have to worry for just a second, but generally speaking, I think we're going to be A-okay here. There we go. The Terran is joining in as well. He's already got the stim. Okay, A-move, boys. And as you can see, like, we're going to be easily able to deal with all of this. Alrighty, so
a main objective has been destroyed.
I want to make sure that I get my my Ascendance archives. Apparently, it's not a High Templar's archive; it's an Ascendance archive. Not entirely sure what the difference is, but I'm pretty sure that those are going to be like the main ways we're going to be able to mineral dump. They did make some minor changes, by the way, to the current ways that the map work. So I need to knock down these rocks. Anyhow, so one of the other abilities we have is going to be Structure Overcharge, and we can use that to, you know, attack stuff. And it's very helpful because it doesn't just give, you know, damage, but it also gives shielding and all that. Anyway, I really need to start warping in more stuff because I'm starting to really get a crazy amount.
Enemy forces inbound on our base.
Okay. I'll try and make as much stuff as we can here. I'm thinking this is going to be dealt with, right? As you can see, like, it lasts for a long time. Last ability that we have is going to be Summon Deathfleet. And the Summon Deathfleet is a pretty cool thing as well, as it allows me to you know, get Stargate units. Now, normally this hero doesn't play with any Stargate units at all. I'll try and showcase it to you in a little bit. But this is like the ultimate be-all, end-all type ability that Alarak has. And it seems pretty fun. But basically it warps in like on a very long cooldown, actually 6 minutes, that's a very long time. But it allows you to get a very, very powerful army out to you know, murder your opponents pretty much. Okay, so here we go. Getting some more warp gates out. Alright, anyway, so here we go, right? He's not an attack move. What I can do is summon the Deathfleet. And what it does is it summons the Deathfleet. Normally we're focused on robotics armies. Right now we're focusing on a bunch of Stargate stuff as well. And as you can see, we will be able to murder that train very quickly. And then I can teleport everything from my ally as well as to myself towards one of the bases, which is one of the unique abilities of the Tal'darim mothership. To like quickly move around.
Of course. Trains on that bottom track are faster than the others.
Now, the duration obviously isn't all that long. So, you know, it's going to be a little more tricky. Okay. Alright, let me make sure that I get my gases saturated in this one as well, because one of the units that I haven't really worked with yet is going to be a little thing called the High Templar, or the Ascendants, I believe is what they're called here. Got a lot of abilities on them apparently. Allows Ascendants to use Mind Blast. Okay, I'll get that. Increases the travel time of the Psionic Orb, as well as Power Overwhelming. Ascendants permanently gain 25% ability damage and 150 shields each time they use Sacrifice. Pretty powerful as well. I'll make sure to get all 3 of these upgrades, just queue them up. I mean, we don't really have to worry very much either, as we got a lot of stuff. But, so here's the Ascendant, right? Now, from what I've heard, from talking to the other people that have played here, apparently the Ascendants are like the most powerful thing in the game. Apparently they're really, really cool. So hold on, I'm gonna back up. We're gonna back up, and I want to simply just see what they do. Okay, so let me warp in. Let me warp in a bunch more. Let me warp in a bunch more of these guys. There we go. As you can see, okay. So first and foremost, apparently the Ascendants got a basic attack. They got a basic attack, right? So they attack, not like High Templar do, but they just simply attack stuff. There we go. Then apparently they can do Psionic Orb, unleashes a traveling Psionic Orb that deals 20 damage per second to all enemies along its path. Oh, wow. Wait, so they take energy out of sacrificing one of the Supplicants? Oh, look at that. Once they run low on energy, if they don't have energy, apparently the Supplicants are gonna sacrifice themselves. Okay. I'll go ahead and take the top one, by the way. Alright, hold up. Let me warp in some more, like, Supplicants then, because apparently they're gonna be necessary. But I'm gonna try and see what else I got. I got Mind Blast, deals 200 damage to the target enemy unit. And Sacrifice. Yeah, okay, so this is what we get. Sacrifices a Supplicant to fully restore the Ascendant's energy. So if we don't have energy, apparently this is what happens. Okay, so I can Mind Blast things down. Oh my god. Mind Blast is super strong. Mind Blast is super powerful. Whoa, look at that damage!
Looks like we're making good progress. We've knocked over roughly half their shipments.
It's just gotta keep in mind it costs a lot of energy as well, right? So you're gonna basically lose all your energy very, very rapidly. That's okay though for me. Get over here, boys. All right. Now I know that at some point, if you get enough kills on them, or at the very least that seems to be the case, you can sort of like transform them into something else. That's a cool ability.
Right on time.
That's a very cool ability. Alright, anyway.
I'm detecting an enemy attack. They're heading towards us now.
Yeah, so I may have gotten a little bit too many Supplicants as well. I have to make sure to get some more pylons, I guess. I like how my ally never took his natural. I may have taken his. I could be taking his, I guess, but... Okay. Nice. So I kind of just want to move with these guys. Because they're pretty powerful in general, right? Okay, you guys keep pushing. How does this work? Can I... Oh, I need vision. Alright, I figured as much. I can't target buildings, sadly.
Do whatever it takes to derail it.
That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll move down instead. We'll move down instead. And I guess I'll keep on warping in some more of these things, right? They seem to be really, really, really powerful. So that's more, Supplicants. Or Ascendants, rather. Not Supplicants. We got plenty of Supplicants by now. Okay. Once again, using my Empower Me ability. Oh, maybe I should attack move. That would probably help. Oh my god, we can boost down a train in a second. That was just with the High Templar things. That's so cool. That's really, really cool. Alright, fine. We'll clean up this base as well. The Deathfleet descends. Apparently it's pretty straightforward at that point. We got a lot of Ascendants now. I wish we could use it on buildings, man. That'd be incredible, but I guess that would also be a little bit overpowered. We just nuked down a train, man. Alright, here's the new plan, guys. We're gonna leave Alarak at home. Alarak can do whatever he pleases. Alarak can do whatever he wants. And we're just gonna move around with a bunch of the Ascendants, so I'm not gonna mess around with the hotkeys too much. I just want to see if I can one-shot a train. Obviously, this is a very low difficulty, right? But let's see if it works. We will bring the Ascendant as well, so they have enough energy. They will have enough energy anyway. These, yeah, these Tal'darim other things, they will get rid of. I'll get rid of the Slayers. I'll get rid of this, yeah, of the Sentry or the Havocs as well. And we'll just go pure Ascendant Supplicant. I should probably go ahead and warp in a couple more things here. Yeah, apparently they're, you know, a little addicted to Terrazine and all that. That's fine for me. So here's what I'll do, okay? We'll warp in, like, once these are available, we'll warp in, like, one big round of Supplicants as well, just because I got the minerals. And with the next train, I want to see if I can just nuke it down. Now, there's a pretty long cooldown on this ability, on the Mind Blast, but, all things considered, it seems to be okay. So, let me have a look. Yeah, so look at this, right? This Ascendant right here has got 10 kills, or 7 kills rather, and it has 490 shields, but this guy right here who I just warped in only has 40 shields. So, they have this thing called Power Overwhelming. This unit has increased shields and its abilities deal increased damage. The Ascendant permanently gains 25%, yeah, permanently 25% ability damage and 150 shield each time it uses Sacrifice. Oh, so that's what we need to do. Okay, so we need to make sure that apparently this little guy kills a bunch more things, okay? So I just need to spawn, I need to just cast as many things here as possible. And look at that, there we go. This is what I was hoping for. It gets boosted up to like a different kind of model. It looks like a Dark Archon. Alright, no, you guys stay right there. You guys stay right there. Okay. I mean, we can basically murder everything right now, but we get something called, like, it's still called an Ascendant, but once it gets 10 kills, or, you know, it kills 10 of its friends, that's apparently when it turns into something very similar to a Dark Archon. Now look at that army, it's so funny. These are all units we normally don't play with, right? These are completely different. Now obviously, once again, right, this is a very low, like, level, you know, Archon mission, and this isn't supposed to be the most difficult thing. I mean, we're playing with people from the ground floor here who may not be very experienced playing StarCraft at all, right? They may just be, you know, hanging out here and they're like, hey, I wonder what this StarCraft game is all about. But here we go, let's see if I can nuke it down. That works. That works. That was literally just a couple of them as well. That is ridiculous, man. That is absolutely insane. I can nuke down a train in a couple of hits. That train didn't even do anything. That train didn't even do anything. Alright, here we go once again, okay? I want to just attack. Alright. Was that the hostiles that were approaching? 2 Hellions? We can also try these orb things, man. That's like another ability they have apparently. Look at that. What? Wait, so what if I just keep spawning this? Because this is going to cost energy, right? So I'm going to get a lot of Dark Archon? Oh no, it's only this big guy that's casting right now, isn't it? Alright, hold on. If you cast it 100 times. There we go! Yeah! I'm out of energy now, though. I'm out of energy now because I sacrificed all my Supplicants. That's fine. That's fine. Who else wants to be upgraded? You want to be upgraded? That works for me. Nice. Alright. So this is all without, like, even, you know, Alarak doing anything, right? Like, Alarak with that would become even more powerful. Okay, so here's the orbs on the train. And I'm pretty sure that that is going to be game over right there. That's insane.
That's a done deal.
So Alarak, pretty cool, pretty awesome. Definitely, I'm interested how he will play out once we actually play on, like, say, a mutation mission on Brutal. But he's pretty powerful.